Welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Everyone's favourite zone, yeah buddy!
Dude, the intro is just so cool.
Hurry up, Tails! Hey, hey, hey!
You made it!
Hooray! Completely pointless 20 seconds, but the coolest 20 seconds in any classic Sonic game, hands down.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm okay with putting the controller down.
Yeah, I want to know, like, how the hell did Tails get it? Because as we saw at the end of Carnival Zone, Tails didn't get blasted away in the cannon. So Tails must have flown pretty quickly to catch up.
Maybe he went in the plane.
Yeah, the plane that he just summons every now and then.
Actually, the tornado. No. At the beginning of the game, it just disappears. He just abandons it. What the hell?
Well, I imagine Tails like keeps it in a capsule like they do in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, good. Another Dragon Ball Z ripoff in Sonic.
Speaking of.
That's just what we need.
Well, see, Tails doesn't care because it's Sonic's plane, so Tails don't give a fuck. He's like, it's not my plane.
Why does Sonic have a plane? He never flies it.
So, what is actually the deal with the snowball? Because it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Sky, do you know?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Tom, unironically. Well, back when they were still working on Sonic 3, this zone was going to come a little bit later. The cannon in Carnival Night Zone was actually going to shoot you to Flying Battery, and that zone would have taken place. And at the end, when Sonic falls out through the door, he was going to use the door as a snowboard. But when they were breaking up Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, they needed a good chunk of zones in Sonic and Knuckles, so they decided to move Flying Battery over, and now the snowboard is just there.
I would have loved to have landed in Ice Cap after Flying Battery compared to the zone we actually got.
Yeah.
And skating down on a piece of door, yeah, just like they do in SA2.
Guys, I would have loved to have landed in Ice Cap Zone after Doomsday.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Nice way to call off, I guess.
I love the image I love this background of like the ice and like the water floating across.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got almost a 3D kind of look to it. That parallax scrolling.
We haven't mentioned it at all, but I would say one of the things I love most about Sonic 3 and Knuckles is that every act has a boss. Like every Act 1 has a mini boss, and it's something that I was hoping they would have brought back for Sonic 4, but they didn't. But I fucking love that, the fact that every zone has a boss.
They kind of forgot to bring back the quality for Sonic 4, so I think the mini bosses are the least of that game's concerns.
Yeah, they have a few other things to work on first.
Like the voice actor and Green Eyes. Those are clearly the most important parts of Sonic.
Oh yeah, I mean any true Sonic fan knows that.
Exactly. Bring back Ryan Trevor, you bastards. No, in terms of music, a lot of people cite Ice Cap as like the best track in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. How do you guys stand on that?
Lava Reef, hands down for me.
I would say it's up there, along with what Steven said, Lava Reef. I would say Ice Cap, Lava Reef, and Flying Battery for me.
Yeah, I don't have a real clear-cut favorite, but Ice Cap is definitely up there. Like Tom said, Flying Battery, Lava Reef, like Steven said. I love Marble Garden as well. Just this whole game, it's bitchin'.
Well, see, this was, obviously, Sonic 1 and 2 were done by Masato Nakamura, and it was him and only him did all of the music for the games. In this one, they said that, they hired a bunch of composers, and different composers did different versions of levels, which is why when Howard Drossin was asked what tracks he did in the game, he said he couldn't remember, because I think every composer pretty much did like a track for every level, and then Sega just picked what they wanted to do. And so like I think in the credits you see there's about 7 or 8 like music people, so like somewhere in Sega there's going to be different alternate versions of all these levels, which are of all these music tracks. But you know, I think I love the Act 1 Act 2 remixes, which is something that when you go back and say play Sonic 1, when you get to like Green Hills on Act 3, you're like, I want a remix. This is starting to get a bit monotonous. But I just, you know, just so many aspects of this game, especially just the music and the graphical design, to me just stands out as just being perfection.
You know, now that you mention it, alternate versions of zones, those could be the ones in the Sonic and Knuckles collection.
That's actually very possible, yeah. It's just a shame that those alternate versions all suck.
And on that note, we'll see you next time for the final zone of Sonic 3, Launch Base. See you then.